Hello everyone and welcome to another Tour Tuesday in Jurassic World Evolution. For this Tour Tuesday we are on my Isla Muerta East rebuild in Jurassic World Evolution. I already said that, but that's fine. We're going through the gate backwards, but that's also fine. We're not going through the gate at all. Oh, the camera doesn't go through the gate. Oh, wow. This is a video full of discoveries right now. Let's move back to the entry. We have a little science center over here, which I like to do as a sort of guest checkpoint where our security badges get checked, all that sort of jazz. There is a monorail station for people to hop off, you know, if they're lazy, basically. We have a nice long street over here with the thick path. I should say that this park predates the Return to Jurassic Park DLC, so it also predates the wonderful, the beautiful, the marvelous redwood trees. So we have to make do without those in this park. Now, kind of the idea behind this park, or the design aesthetic, is, as you can see right now, this big-ass semicircle of monorail with like these radiating monorail structures coming out. You know that I like using the monorail tracks as a building structure since it's pretty much the only option that we have, unfortunately. So just pretend that these are supports for a glass window instead of useless monorail tracks. Just, you know, use your imagination. It's what I always say. So you have a little guest section over here with a hotel and a lady talking to herself and disappearing. Over here we have an exhibit also with guest facilities lined up. We have Kentrosaurus, we have Nigersaurus. I think this park was built very shortly after the Nigersaurus was added to the game, and I was still trying to decide whether I liked them or not. And to be honest, I still haven't decided. I mean, I think they're kind of cool, but also, I don't know, I don't use them very often. Let's just put it that way to avoid hurting anybody's feelings. So we have this guest section over here. Let's actually go back to the inner loop before I get way ahead of myself. So there's an inner loop. It's separated by the monorail, semicircle, thingamabob, and sort of water features. This is just a nice grassy field over here. Here you can see that the pillars are in the water. I just thought that had a more... it just added a nice touch. Looked more purposeful than just having the pillars in grass. So this is the inner loop that sort of curves around the base of the mountain and around the corner of the map. And here is yet another one of those radiating lines. So up ahead to our left would be the Sauropod Exhibit that we were just in with the Chimeras and the Nigersaurus. And over here we have a huge desert exhibit. I should probably use this moment to say that this park has very few exhibits. They're all very big. And they're also not very crowded. So it has a pretty nice natural look to it. You know, the dinosaurs have plenty of space. In this particular exhibit, I went with Dracorex, Pseudoceratops, more Straxors. I think there's also Triceratops in here. Oh, Pentaceratops. So I went with a lot of ceratopsids for this exhibit. And I don't know, it just felt like putting them into a desert exhibit for once. I mean, I say that, but I usually put Straxors in a desert exhibit. Somehow it just works in my brain. It just works. So here we have another one of those structures branching out. It goes over here. And then here you have the two tours. On the left we have the Ceratopsid tour, and on the right we have another tour, and I have legitimately no idea what's in here. We have Dracorex. I see my best boy, Homalocephaly. Hello, best boy. Oh, the camera moved very fast there. Oh, I remember now. I did this park for one of my 5 tips videos, and one of the tips for that video was to use a lot of sand on this map because it blends really naturally, of course, with the sand that you have on the beach. The beach that we cannot build on for some reason. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. You're upset. I'm totally upset about it. So we have another deserty exhibit across from this walkway, across from this path. What do we have in here? I can't tell. It's backlit. It's a Titan, I think. Yeah, a Titan. Looks like a lot of Hadrosaurs. I see Centaurosaurus. I see Uraniosaurus. I see Muttaburrasaurus. So I think those are iguanodontids, aren't they? I'm sorry, I get my dinosaur knowledge mixed up. Y'all know I've long admitted to no longer be an expert on the subject. And more guest areas. Oh, something is unhealthy. I should check on that. So let's just quickly continue with the tour. This is a smaller exhibit. In between, we have Kentrosaurus, Euoplocephalus, Dracorex. Yeah, this was definitely also shortly after those additions coming into the game. Oh my god, look at it, it's so cute. Look at him galloping away. Aww. Adorable. Little Dryo, speedy little thing. Now we're back on the inside of the park. Wow, there's really no making sense of this layout without seeing an overhead shot. We'll get to it later. But I probably should also, I hope I remember it in editing, I should include an overhead shot at the start of this park tour because this makes zero sense, even to me, and I've built this place. You know, not to blow my own horn, but I really like the look of this. Considering how limited our building options are, I think this looks pretty cool. It looks pretty, Sorry, getting distracted by trains. My train of thought is literally going away from me. I think it looks pretty theatrical, pretty epic, and thus suitable for a dinosaur theme park. Just, you know, in my humble opinion, I really like these Sorry, I have to scratch my nose real bad. Yeah, I like these archways. I like it. It's good. It's good. No, don't do that. And here's another guest section with a little, I don't know, a little garden. And I imagine that there would be, you know, benches or picnic tables or any other basic thing that we don't have in the game right now, being here for our guests and ourselves to enjoy. I'm being really salty during this Tour Tuesday. I don't know, I think it's because Frontier has just announced that new DLC for Planet Zoo. Well, we are all thirsty for content for Jurassic World Evolution and very much wondering if we're even still going to get content for Jurassic World Evolution. So I just feel a little sad, a little discouraged, a little forlorn. You know, that sort of thing. There really isn't much to show in this park. I'm pretty much just aimlessly flying around. Oh, man. I'm so spontaneous. Ooh. Yeah, so this is basically the park. I think it's time to go up, actually. I think it's a good looking park, though. And I had a lot of fun. Let's go straight up to infinity and beyond. I know I could use the R key for this, but I don't have the R key set up on my new keypad thing. And here we go. Here is a full overview of the park. Yeah, I really like how it looks. I really like the aesthetic of it. The semi-circle inner ring sort of thing, and that wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it does. We're gonna live with it. Here are the incubation labs back here, so you know, the functional stuff. I put the hotel over here to give a nice view. We have hotels on the inner ring. We have a hotel over here. Yeah, and these are just the exhibits. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exhibits in this entire park, and that's very unusual for me. You know that I like going extreme with the exhibits. I tend to make exhibits relatively small, certainly smaller than a lot of other gamers, players of Jurassic World Evolution prefer, just to get more interesting design elements crammed into our small maps. Wow, that was another dig right there, another dig. This is such a weird episode of Tour Tuesday. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, you can see that here we have, yeah, a half circle of the monorail. It's not perfect. I struggled getting this good enough, getting it acceptable for way too long, and in the end I was like, nah, it's okay. Because you can't do the usual technique for making a circle, since this right here, the center of the circle, isn't buildable area. And usually what you do for making a circle is you work from the center out. You radiate out, you connect the outer edges, and that's how you make a circle. I couldn't do that here, so I finagled a pretty decent half circle with the paths, and then followed it with the monorail. And then from there on, I made these really wait, let's actually zoom in just a little bit. We can zoom in a little bit faster, thank you. So as you can see, I made 4 of these parts of the monorail track. And then 5, yes, I can count. Woo! Small victories, people, small victories. And I just let them out towards the ocean. And I think that was a really a nice way to make this park unique, I think. It wasn't my favorite island beforehand, before I started building on it. This is the only park I've built on it, aside from, you know, the Doctor Who campaign playthrough. But I really should go back to this island because I enjoyed building on it. Building this park on it has totally changed my perspective of this island. I thought it was way smaller than it actually is. It is a pretty decent sized island. And it's pretty gorgeous. It's really nice that we have that that beach area. That even though we can't build on it, that's just, you know, that's just the suffering that we all go through. And I think it's pretty cool. Of course, if it is cool or not is up to you. So leave your rating for this park. You can give it 1 star, 2 star, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Speaking of stars, I hope that you enjoyed my challenge mode battle versus Swerve. The final episode is uploading in half an hour from when I'm recording. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. I had a lot of fun with this collab. I hate that word so much. But, you know, it is what it is. A rose by any other name. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Swerve, maybe less so. He struggled a little bit, but no spoilers. And yeah, I just hope you like that. And I have a lot more Jurassic World Evolution content planned for the channel. As well as the Isle, I have a week's worth of vacation coming up. I only have 3 work days left, and then I have a week off. And even though people are in quarantine, that doesn't really change anything about my vacation plans. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at home, being safe, being responsible, and that's exactly what I would have done anyway. Regardless of the situation, I'd be at home, playing video games, making videos for you guys, so you can expect a lot of stuff coming up, and I hope you'll enjoy it. If you don't want to miss out on anything, please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for notifications. If you're not getting notifications for the channel, you might have to change your settings. I think the standard setting is that you only get notified of some uploads, not of all. So that's something that you might need to fix because you definitely don't want to miss this. Also, what I really like about, I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but there are no fences along the outer edge of the exhibit. We're just using the edge of the map. Now, it doesn't make sense, as I said, because there's this whole entire beach out here. And even though we can't go there, we can't build there, whatever, dinosaurs should be able to just randomly escape over here. But that's not the reality we live in. It's fine. Yeah, I'm quite chuffed with this park. I like it. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, though. And I will see you for the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, enjoy the game.